My name is Mike Bann. I'm the Senior Managing Director of 6 Degrees Consulting. We're a firm that provides financial services, both merger and acquisition consulting and specialized lending, primarily to the staffing industry. The staffing industry has long been considered an indicator of what's going on in the environment. One might say the canary in the coal mine. Historically, staffing industry business has fallen off as business declined when companies were trying to retain their permanent staff and therefore laid off their temp services. On the other hand, when business was starting to rise, companies would hire temporary employees before they hired permanent employees, just to be sure. So it's why it's been considered the canary in the coal mine. However, I think it's fairly clear that based on what we're seeing today, that canary may be seeing a different tune. The chart that you're seeing here shows the revenue results of some 9 or 10 companies over the past 2 quarters. What it shows is very interesting. In the traditional staffing area, places like Kelly and Manpower are showing declines in sales. And yet, another traditional staffing company called CDI is showing increases. The IT companies shown here are mixed. One is up, one is down. Universally, the 2 healthcare companies shown are down, and interestingly enough, the professional skills companies are all showing that they're up. I've included on this chart Korn Ferry, which is a recruitment firm providing permanent placement sorts of situations. They have been flat during this period, and just recently there was an article about Heidrick and struggles, and Heidrick has been actually down. So the permanent placement business has been flat to down. What I found in the businesses I serve, which tend to be small to mid-sized companies, not the large ones that are on the chart, is very much the same. There are companies that are up and companies that are down. Having said all of that, the American Staffing Association, the Industry Trade Association, indicates that 87% of the jobs that were lost starting in the 2008 recession have come back. Yet one might say, where are the other 13%? Is this a recovery that we're really having here? Questions I know that all of us are asking. We're also seeing comments from a variety of panel of experts about the kinds of things that are going on in the industry. For an example, as you can see from this slide, unemployment will remain high by historical standards. This may be the new normal for all we know. Secondly, it's pretty clear all around that the demand for knowledge workers will increase. We're seeing that in all sorts of news releases. We're seeing that in companies who are looking for talent whom they can't find because there isn't that kind of skill available to them. And finally, very interestingly, workers are going to be moving away from long-term employment with one company. The gold watch in 50 years with one company is gone. Now people are looking for the stimulation of working for different companies over the course of their careers. So what's going on with this canary in the coal mine? 2 explanations come to mind. The industry, the staffing, temporary services staffing industry, continues to reflect the current uncertainty. What will the Fed do, or what will it not do? What will be the outcome of the election, and what effect will that have on the economy? What's going on in Europe? Is that going to help or hurt? And how about China's falling growth curve? All of this is contributing to the uncertainty which all of us see from day to day. It may well be that staffing is therefore no longer the canary in the coal mine. It now may be part of companies' strategic use of temporary workers. Randstad, one of the companies on the chart which we showed, has just issued a report which shows that an increasing number of companies are using what they're calling contingent staffing as a business strategy, as opposed to using the temporary workers for vacation or sick day or that sort of fill-in sort of a thing. They're using it to manage headcount, which by the way is very good news for the staffing industry. The conclusion? There really isn't one as yet. What we're seeing in staffing reflects the economy as a whole, as a matter of fact, that there is uncertainty out there. There is certainly unevenness in the performance of these companies, and I think that suggests that school is still out in terms of what's going to happen in the future.